I'll have those Trinity of Terror tickets for you, too, in about a half an hour if you want to go see Ice Nine Kills with Black Veil Brides, Motionless in White, and other bands that have 3 words in the title. Crown the Empire, for example. I think they're the support on that. So we'll do that shortly. Hey, Drunk Sue.
Hey, baby, how are you?
Hey, what's going on? How are you, more importantly?
I'm good. Hey, listen, I just wanted to pipe in about the forearms.
Forearms, working out the forearms. Don't sleep on the forearms, guys.
I'll tell you what, man. That is one of the sexiest things on a man. The first is his eyes.
Okay.
Second is his smile.
Yeah.
And some good, strong forearms. My old man has them like Popeye.
So you're focused primarily above the neck, but then you go right to the forearms. You go between the elbow and the wrist.
I just love good, strong forearms, man.
Good, strong forearms. Does that mean that you would be turned off by somebody with carpal tunnel syndrome?
Well, I'd give him a chance, but...
Well, it's nice to know.
Depends how they got it.
but,
Drunk Sue will give you a chance.
Where I am.
Yeah. I am what I am. Yeah. So your guys got big... You guys got big, strong forearms, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right. I believe you guys live out in the sticks,
though. He almost lost one.
You guys live out in the sticks, though, right?
He got caught in a blender.
You're talking to Dick.
Oh my God. It was awful.
Okay.
I didn't know him then. But they wouldn't. He's like, just cut the arm off. Mm-hmm. And the firefighters were like, no, we're going to get you out of here. Mm-hmm. It ripped his chest wide open.
What the hell are you talking about? What, I don't know. Okay, thank you, Sue. I don't know what's going on here. I'm trying to follow, and I think she thought that she was supposed to talk as I was talking, and that's not necessarily the way that it's going to be the most enjoyable to the audience. Got some kids' corner, by the way.
It ain't easy being a kid. Now look at what you gone done did. Whoa, it's time for Kids Corner. Kids Corner.
Well, they must not have the same HR department restrictions at Tesla Incorporated that other companies have, because it sounds like Elon Musk knocked up one of his subordinates. Elon Musk had secret twins with one of the executives at his company months before he had the kid with Grimes, the pop singer, of course. Elon Musk is now up to 9 children. He said that he will have as many kids as he can, quote, spend time with. Now, does anybody think...
has some of them rejecting him as their father,
right?
That opens the door to have more kids.
He's got a trans daughter who's like, I'm changing my name. I want nothing to do with him. He had one kid with his wife 20 years ago, but that kid died of SIDS, which sucks, 10 weeks old. He had twins with wife number 1 via a surrogate in 2004. Then he had triplets with the same wife via a surrogate in 2006. He got married twice to the same woman after that, no kids with her. He allegedly has a kid with Amber Heard. People are saying that her daughter is Elon Musk's kid. I don't know anything about that. But he has a son with Grimes. That XA1, 2, 3, right? And then they had another kid with a surrogate. And he had twins with an employee last year. This is a classic good news, bad news situation. People call him the Nick Cannon of space. Classic good news, bad news, because they go, good news, your dad is crazy rich. Bad news, your dad is Elon Musk. Because he says, I'm helping the underpopulation crisis. Right? The birth rate around the world is dropping precipitously. That part is true. Mostly because of COVID.
But that's okay.
That's okay.
We can take a few years going down.
Yeah.
We don't need to have... We got a lot of people. Got so many people.
Deciding, because everybody said... I was on an island when everybody talked about the COVID baby boom. I was the one person who said, nope, that's not going to happen. There's not going to be a COVID baby boom because people are flipping out, and that's exactly what happened. Mm-hmm. Because deciding to have a baby means you're optimistic about the future. And that's really hard to muster right now for a lot of people. Who's arguing that there aren't enough people right now? Elon Musk. Because he's looking ahead. He's like, I'm going to need worker bees for whatever dystopian situation is set up here. He's got money for kids. Doesn't care about that. But people are having fewer kids. Kids' first words are going to be hostile takeover. So Elon Musk is, saying, whoa, I'm trying to do my part. Does anybody think he's hanging out with his kids? I will have as many kids as I can spend time with. I don't know what the hell this guy's doing. But it doesn't seem like he's spending a lot of time with his kids.
I don't know what he does with his time. He might be. And also, maybe he doesn't feel like he needs to spend a lot of time with his kids, just some time.
He seems like a guy that would be talking about maximizing. I want to use my time wisely with my children. Time management is very important. The twins were revealed in a petition to have the baby's last name changed to Musk's last name. And this is when the revelation that
trying to get paid.
Yeah, he had knocked up the director of operations and special projects at Neuralink. This is that company he's got where he's trying to put implants in people's brains, and And so she used to be an executive with Tesla. And so people aren't, of course, he says he's, again, trying to help the underpopulation crisis. So Elon Musk up to 9 kids.
What do you name, if you have twins, your last name's Musk, what do you name the twins?
Strong and weak.
My daughter, Weak Musk.
Husky and Tusky.
Yeah. I mean, if you're worried about overpopulation, just hire the cop that killed Tamir Rice.
He's already got a job.
No, he already lost it. He needs a gig again.
He got fired already?
Yes.
Good.
Websites hadn't even updated the news yet when this guy already lost his gig. Because of course.
Shouldn't have gotten hired in the first place.
No, he was going to be the one cop in this town in Pennsylvania. This
and shooting's go up 500%.
Right. I mean, he got fired here, and then some hick town sheriff hired him somewhere else in Ohio, but that didn't last long because obviously word got out. And then they announced like yesterday that he got hired in some Pennsylvania town, north central Pennsylvania, like on the New York border. Town of 700 people. He was going to be the one cop there. I guess maybe they didn't think word was going to get out, but of course it did. And he immediately resigned. And the people who hired him were like, we were on Indeed.com, and that's how he got the gig. They said, we didn't know that this guy had any baggage. What? You're doing
kick-ass background check.
Yeah, the one cop in your town, and you're doing
his name
zero
in Google.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, just put Timothy Loman in Google, and that's what will come up. He resigned this morning, about a day after he had been hired to be the lone cop in Tioga Borough, Pennsylvania, which again is right on the border of New York. Many people were surprised at his hiring, including the mayor, who said, I thought they did a background check into him and that he didn't have any issues. The mayor said, I thought it was strange that someone would move here all the way from Cleveland, Ohio for $18 an hour.
Yeah.
But I was told he wanted to get away from it all and come here to hunt and fish. So not only is whoever hired him lying that they didn't know anything was going on, they told some made-up story to the mayor. Hey, we got this guy here. He just wants to get away from it all, literally.
Just wants to simplify his life.
Yes.
He wants to be the only cop in town.
There's no black people in Tioga, Pennsylvania, probably. Perfect place for this guy.
Yeah, but there's shadows.
Why are there 15 bullets in the ground? Well, it was sunset. And, so this guy, he can't keep a gig. Like, why are you still trying to be a cop?
What else can he be?
Well, if they're paying him $18 an hour, go to Chick-fil-A and make that.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the customer skills to work there either.
I guess that's true, yeah. He's got really bad interpersonal skills. I'm not going to say that.
All of a sudden, he's jumping through the window and like, you'll get the lemonade I give you!
What do you mean waffle fries? Yeah, let me give you some money here. It's the last chance today for you to go fuel yourself. $1,000 right here. Good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fuel yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword BILLS at WMMS.com. That's BILLS. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
9:30 tomorrow morning is going to be the very first time tomorrow that you'll be able to get yourself $1,000 with Rover. And then you got about a dozen chances all day long to do that. 9:30 to 5:30. Anytime you want to leave us a message, you can do it. If you want to leave us voicemails, after hours line is there for you. No shortage of ways to hit us up. You can also use the talkback button. Leave us messages on the iHeartRadio app.
Alan, baby, Corey and Tarpon Springs, talking poop. Every relationship definitely has their own schematic. Me personally, if I gotta pee, say, hey babe, I gotta pee. If it's poop, I'm always a little more polite. I just say, hey, I gotta use the bathroom. So I guess that's my parlance for number twos. My wife, however, she's a door open kind of lady. And doesn't bother me, but I'm a little more private. Love you guys. Later.
Now, when you say gotta pee, does that mean you just say, hey, I gotta pee, spread those legs apart, I'll shoot through the gap? Yeah, she's on the toilet already.
Oh. Honey, I know you're doing number two. I got to do number one.
Let's share.
Let's share. Why not? Well, everybody's
You're doing
done
the pee-pee dance.
Everybody's done that drunk at least once, right? With your significant other.
I've never done that with anybody.
You've done so many things, and you've never been sitting there and the guy pees between your legs into the toilet.
No, I have never done that.
All right. Well, listen, then you've got something to aspire to.
My boyfriend and I are both sober.
You still do it.
So what? I didn't say you had to be drunk. I said it usually happens drunk. You don't
I feel
have
like
to be
that's a
drunk.
weird sober thing in a house with 2 bathrooms.
I feel like you're...
He's like,
Well,
what are you doing?
I'm not saying you would do it because it has to be done. You do it because you've never done it before.
Oh, just to check
You know,
it
my
off the
daughter.
bucket list.
You know, what my daughter always says to me. She's really become fond of using the phrase "just because you can doesn't mean you should." She throws that at me all the time because she'll go, "You said a swear," and I say ass or crap or something, right? And I go, "Well, I'm an adult and I can say what I want." As Gwen's giving me the skunk eye. And I get it. I don't talk like that around her often, but to make her laugh, sometimes I'll throw a little PG.
Put a little pepper on it.
Yeah, a little mustard. And she'll say, "You said a swear." And I go, "I'm a grown up." She goes, "Just because you can doesn't mean you should." She's Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park
Yes.
in my house.
Yeah.
And I'm a potential raptor. But just something to consider.
Okay.
You're both sober.
Yeah.
Let him pee between your legs.
I don't think so. He's a pretty private guy when it comes to that stuff.
Corey and Tarpon Springs with some poop news for you there. By the way, I know we give our own Bill Squire a difficult, not a hard time, but talk about being fond of phrases. Fart your farts. He says all the time, right? We get into these little Donnybrooks here about what to do and when, and some people are a bit more reticent to have those, go to the bathroom with the door open or whatever. And he's a fart your farts kind of guy. Never,
Stand by it, too.
and never let it go past you, by the way, that our own Bill Squire is in pretty good company because I'm reminded of one of our founding fathers, Benjamin Franklin, right?
Founding farters.
He was one of our founding farters, right? He was most famous, of course, for starting a chain of 5-and-dime stores. But he wrote a letter called Fart Proudly. This guy wrote an essay on farting back in the 1700s, right? He was the ambassador to France, so he's living overseas. And he writes this big, long missive on farting proudly. So if people think Bill Squire is being gross, never forget that he comes from a long, noble line of... He could be a direct descendant of Benjamin Franklin, for all I know. You don't think so?
Why not? Why not?
He's not Mormon.
Mormon has nothing to do with it.
No, I want to hear this.
There weren't even Mormons around when
hear
Benjamin
this.
Franklin was
He's
around.
only related to Mormons.
I am?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have any relatives that are old or not Mormon.
How's that?
'Cause.
Now, Benjamin Franklin, not to be pigeonholed, he did also write an essay called Advice to a Friend on Choosing a Mistress. I imagine one of those points in there would be find a girl who likes to fart.
Grandpappy Benjamin. Pretty cool guy.
Indeed.
Pretty cool guy.
Alan, did you see what happened in Columbus today? I did see what happened in Columbus today, since we're on the subject, and then I'll move on. All 25 Republican members of the Ohio Senate in Columbus received envelopes full of feces. Now, my question is, did they come from the same person?
How much feces?
Or did the same person provide all the feces?
Human or dog? Or cat?
Don't know. It's being investigated as a federal crime because it's mail tampering, right?
They ask you when you go mail packages, does this have any,
poop.
yada, yada, yada. Poop.
Does this have any batteries or poop in it? But not a box of poop.
An envelope.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was business or if it was manila.
It had to be one of those bubble because it would seep through otherwise.
Yeah. Imagine trying to lick that envelope.
But really, think about the logistics of this, because people consider the mail to be so mundane, forgetting that if you pull something like this and you get caught, you're in big trouble because it's a federal offense.
Yeah.
There are all kinds of, you can do physical bodily harm to another person and it's not a felony. You F with the mail, it's a federal offense.
Yeah.
And I feel like there is a way to, depending on how they mailed it, if they just put it in like a drop box, there might not have been a camera, but I feel like they can know the origin point, right?
Well, here's what bums me out.
Well, they can know where you mailed it from.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if you drive to another city and drop it in a different blue postal box.
Right, but I'm saying if they know that you were at that postal box, they can figure out when you were there, review cameras, and maybe get a description.
guess.
What most bums me out is that all of them got intercepted. Intercepted by Columbus, Cleveland, and Akron post offices before they made it to their destination. Who would have a problem with Ohio Republicans right now? Oh,
Right.
That's the biggest question mark. I can't imagine.
I'm thinking it was probably cat turds.
It says, so far, there doesn't seem to be a clear motive as to why the envelopes were sent. Gee, I wonder why they were sent. Person in charge at the State House said whoever sent the envelopes were pathetic little cowards.
Also lines up with it being cat poop. Cats are pathetic little cowards.
They really are, and they can pass all manner of disgusting diseases to you, too. Nevertheless, I got to take a break. Let me give away these tickets here. Trinity of Terror. Do you like Ice Nine Kills? You like Black Veil Brides? You like Motionless in White? Something in there for everybody. Crown the Empire.